then I heard that they could cut Joey Bosa. He has not played at least 16 games since 2021. He did make the Pro Bowl, only 5 sacks last year. He'd be 30 this offseason before the start of next season. Only 5 sacks last year. Khalil Mack seemed like he gone. He said he's not retiring, so he hit the free agent pool, and Joey Bosa could be released from the Chargers. I don't see him getting traded with that contract, and the Chargers can, pretty much start all over again like they did at the receiving core. So they got rid of Keenan Allen, got rid of Mike Williams. That didn't look like too bad things to do. Keenan Allen did have some good games versus us and the Lions, but got rid of those guys. And now they can really kind of start shedding some cap off Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. So could Joey Bosa fit with the Detroit Lions and Aiden Hutchinson, Ohio, Buckeye State, and Michigan, the Great Wolverines? Heard they giving Ryan Day an extension too, but you still ain't beat Michigan, Ninja. But let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. So, I mean, interesting. I think he hadn't, before this season, he played 14 games. Before this season, the last 2 seasons, he was in single digits of games played. So he was fairly healthy this season. Don't know what the injury was. I think he missed 3 games. Hey, you can live with that, right? Does the same principle apply when I talked about Khalil Mack in a video? This not a particular video, but I talked about them adding Khalil Mack, and I think if you add a guy like Khalil Mack, I still would draft a younger defensive end to kind of keep that mix going. I think if you add a Khalil Mack, you keep Zadarius Smith to keep that mix going, and you probably add a younger defensive end. I still would add a younger guy to be in the mix with those guys, right? Because you got Enrique, Pascal, a lot of them got versatility. Zadarius can push on the inside a little bit. Pascal can play on the inside. Enrique inside, outside. Aiden Hutchinson played inside early in his Michigan career. Early in his Lions career, he kicked inside too to help. So they have a lot of versatility. But Joey Bosa, I mean, he's good. Question is he past his prime? That's the question. And what type of price would you get him for? I mean, once you start looking, you say, well, let's not trade for Tyreek, or let's not trade for Myles Garrett. And if you go and pick up somebody, is it like, okay, I know we're not going to spend a bunch of money on T. Higgins. I know we're not going to spend a bunch of money on another star. Do we sit there and say, you know what, we sign solid deals to Cooper Kupp. We signed solid deals to Joey Bosa. Keep our draft capital and add with them. And really what you need those guys for, well, you need Joey Bosa to close it out. You need him to hope Aiden Hutchinson close it out. And if you can sign those guys to short-term, prove-it deals, and then draft some young guys to be behind them, and if it really work out, then sign them to nice deals. If not, rotate those young guys in there. I think that's how you look at it. But Joey Bosa, really good player, just ain't been able to stay healthy. And, the NFL is hard, playing football is hard. You know what I'm saying? Remember, we used to practice and then get on the city bus, go home, have homework. And, when you're young, your body can recuperate and it can snap back faster. It's a hard process with people when they play. You preparing your body, in the weight room, then you preparing your body. It's a different conditioning. Preparing your body in the weight room and then football conditioning. They all go hand in hand. You have to, the muscle that you build is the armor for your bones and ligaments. So you get out there and do the conditioning outside. It's different than weight. You hitting the sled, when you're running the gassers, when you're doing the bear crawls, when you're doing the karaoke's, when you're doing all that stuff up the field, that it hit, and then you start hitting, all those just create a monster. You preparing your body for the season, for the rigors of the season, and without properly preparing your body for the rigors of the season, then you start to get injuries. Not necessarily broken bones, but ligament injuries, hamstring injuries, ACL injuries, Achilles injuries. A lot of that come from the body not properly being warmed up and properly being prepared. And, obviously, if you ain't got enough muscle, obviously you're going to be put out the game anyway. You already know how that goes. So, yeah. But some people just genetically can't hold up. Some people just, can't, after a while, your body just takes so much, like a boxer. You see one boxer with a granite chin, and then one day, it's always a guy that you never think of knock him out. It's a guy who's a middle of the road puncher, a feather fisted puncher. He knock him out. People like, damn, I ain't see a knockout coming. Your body has a count. How much abuse can you take before your body like, I'm done with this shit? That's what it is. How much abuse can your body take? So, Joey Bosa, you try to reevaluate what you're doing in the off season. Okay, I should try this training different. I should take this. I should eat this better. Maybe I should go vegan. Maybe I should go more protein. Maybe I should clean up more. Maybe I should lift more. Maybe I should, focus on more of the Pilates and the lateral movement, strength movement. So, yeah, you ask yourself that. But, if he wants to come here, you could pair him with Aiden Hutchinson and it makes sense. You do it. He's just too much big time of a talent. But obviously, if you can find a guy that you really, really like in the draft, remember the Kansas City Chiefs drafted George Karlaftis, and he really starting to come on the last couple of years for him. So if you can find a guy in the draft that you can depend on, you just keep Zadarius Smith, you ride with them too, and you build some depth there. But if you have an opportunity to add a Joey Bosa, and just what he brings, to the DB room to that defensive room and that defensive line room, with what he can bring with knowledge there is going to help them. So it's a young team. Aleem McNeil is young. Josh Pascal is young. Ozrique is young. Aiden Hutchinson is young. Broderick Martin, if you keep him around, is young. Who else you got in there is young. It's another guy. Makai Wingo is young. So you can, on that defense, Jack Campbell's young. Your safeties are young. Your corners, you just drafted both of them last year, is young. Amik is not too. So you probably you're going to add some more young pieces on that defense. You can afford to add a veteran or two. And I think it'd be good from you transitioning to new coaches. From that aspect, you transition to new coaches, and I also think it's going to be good for off the field and how to be a professional and getting them to the next level. So I think Joey Bosa, if he wanted to come here and it's a good deal, it's a proven deal for him, you do it. Now I'm trading for him, no, not with that contract. But if he wants to come here, him and Aiden, it'd be nice. But also, you got to look at the draft and see how it line up. But if you get a young guy in the draft, still probably want to keep a veteran guy, everything you went through last year. So it's going to be interesting. But the Lions' durability issue didn't have nothing to do with age. All these guys are young. You start looking at the guys who didn't get injured. DJ Reader, he was one of those guys in that starting defense. He didn't get injured. Anzalone did, but he made it back. So but Carlton did. But it is what it is. So yeah, man, I would definitely be open to it. Been a fan of Joey Bosa as long as he wasn't sacking the Michigan quarterback or the Lions quarterback. Fan of it. But he might have something to prove. So might be getting motivated, Joey Bosa. So let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon. I'm everywhere. Check my other channels out. You won't be disappointed in the product that I'm putting out there. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about Joey Bosa on a team-friendly deal. I'm not trading for him. That's my humble opinion. Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all. Peace.